Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Golden State Warriors looking to win another series against more youthful team. The Golden State Warriors proved to the NBA that they get better with time as they head into the next round against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Warriors defeated the Houston Rockets in a decisive Game 7 win on Sunday night. Golden State is the scariest team remaining in the playoffs. They have been battle-tested as some of the key players remain on the team from previous postseasons. They have veterans such as Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green to provide key leadership on and off the court. It was Green that helped set the tone before Game 7. Draymond set the tone last night at the team meeting, said Warriors coach Steve Kerr, who joined the meeting later and was pleased to find out Green addressed issues he wanted to bring up. He owned up to losing his poise in Game 6, and I agreed with him. I thought the flagrant foul was a tone setter, and he knew it, and so he talked to the group and said, I got to be poised and I have to be better, and we're going to come in here tomorrow and get it done. And I think his emotional stability tonight, just his poise from the start, set a great tone. My message to my guys was I wasn't being who I was, Butler said. In a sense of pumping confidence into my guys. I think that's a part of my leadership that I've learned and gained throughout my years of playing this game at a high level. I wasn't doing that for the first 6 games, so I wanted to make sure to let them know that I was going to show everything was going to be fine, we're right where we wanted to be, and I think I got back to being who I'm supposed to be. The Warriors will need a team performance to stop All-Star Anthony Edwards. Edward is an explosive guard who can score at any point. Many consider him the next superstar who will become the face of the league. It will be a similar challenge for the Warriors as they must face a younger, more talented team to advance to the next round. Timberwolves' Rudy Gobert could be a major concern for the Warriors as they are one of the most undersized teams in the league. Golden State will rely on their wisdom and veteran leadership much like they did in the series against Houston. It should also be another physical series as Green and Butler are two of the most physical defenders in the league. With one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, Stephen Curry, the Warriors will always have a chance to win a game. I predict the Warriors to win the series in 6 games as they not only have a great team, they have one of the better coaches in Kerr. Rockets prepared Warriors for Timberwolves, says Steve Kerr. Fresh off their win over the Houston Rockets in Game 7, Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors have a quick turnaround for Game 1 of their second-round series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The big keys for the Warriors in the first series will be magnified in their second series, given the size that the Wolves present. During their first-round series, the Warriors had to face a tall Rockets lineup featuring Alperen Sengun and Steven Adams. The two centers were formidable, nearly leading Houston to a comeback from down 3-1 in Game 7. Sengun and Adams played 93 minutes together across the 7-game series, with Houston outscoring the Warriors by 32 points in those minutes. The Rockets boasted a 110.4 offensive rating and an 89.8 defensive rating with those two together, which meant they outscored the Warriors by 20.6 points per 100 possessions. Additionally, Houston had offensive rebounds on 42.7% of their possessions and defensive rebounds on 75% of their possessions. Since the Minnesota Timberwolves present similar issues with their big man trio of Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, and Naz Reid, Steve Kerr says the Rockets prepared the Warriors for what's to come with the Wolves. I think it does prepare us, Kerr said Monday during a video conference at the team's hotel before Game 1. One of the things that was so obvious in that Houston series was that if we didn't scrap for every loose ball and every rebound, that we were in some trouble. The same concept is going to apply here. Minnesota is a big, athletic team, a lot bigger than us. They're going to be all over the offensive glass and we have to fight and claw for every rebound, every loose ball. If that's our mentality, then I like our chances. The Warriors and Timberwolves played 4 times this season, with Golden State winning 3 of the 4 matchups. The biggest takeaway from those games, however, is that all four took place by January 15th, which was prior to the Jimmy Butler trade the Warriors pulled off at the NBA's February trade deadline. Steve Kerr said he was able to watch the tape, but doesn't take too much away from it given how long ago it was and how different his team looks now. It was interesting watching some of those games on the flight up. Seeing the matchups, seeing the roster, it's an entirely different team. The main points I think from watching those games was it was more individual matchups, what it looked like, depending on who guards, Anthony Edwards, for example, who guards Julius Randle. They're valuable tapes to watch based on personnel, but we are an entirely different team now, so there's only so much you can take from them. From February 13th to the end of the season, the Warriors had the third best record in the NBA at 21-7, behind only the Oklahoma City Thunder, 24-5, and the Boston Celtics, 22-5. Gary Payton, too, is the only player listed on the Warriors' injury report for Game 1 with an illness. He was forced to miss Game 7 against the Rockets with the same illness on Sunday. Rob Dillingham is the only player on the Timberwolves' injury report for Tuesday night. Surprise West contender among favorites to land Rockets' Jalen Green in offseason trade. The Houston Rockets season came to a disappointing end on Sunday night after their Game 7 loss to the Golden State Warriors. Of course, the Rockets were able to come back from a 3-1 series deficit against the Warriors to force Game 7 at home, but Golden State was able to use a dominant second half to secure the series and advance to the second round. Because of this, the Rockets will now look to upgrade their roster in the offseason, which could include them trading for a star player, meaning they may break up their young core. One player who could be on the move in the offseason is Jalen Green, as his future in Houston is now in question after his abysmal series against the Warriors. With the Rockets possibly looking to add another star, they could include Green in a potential trade package, and the team that defeated them in the first round has been named as a favorite to land the young guard. According to Bovada, the Warriors are tied with the Miami Heat and Los Angeles Clippers with the third best odds, plus 2,800, to land Green in the offseason. The Los Angeles Lakers are the favorite, plus 2,000, to acquire him, and they are followed by the New York Knicks, plus 2,500. While the Warriors may be one of the favorites to land Green in the offseason, it would be difficult for them to pull off a deal with the Rockets due to salary cap reasons. With Green's contract, Golden State would likely have to trade away one of their star players in either Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green to match contracts, which is very unlikely to happen. Golden State has been great this season with their new core of Stephen Curry, Butler, and Green, so breaking it up after just half of a season is likely out of the question. Because of this, they are likely out of the race to acquire Green unless they can build a package around Jonathan Kuminga as part of a sign-and-trade deal. And you, fan? What do you think about Jalen Green's situation? Write to us in the comments.